Nonchalant men. If you are nonchalant, if you look nonchalant, if you act nonchalant, like, what are you doing?
I was also gonna say nonchalantness, so instead I'll say skinny jeans.
Quiet, laid back, stoic, no worries, not simping, not tricking, not chasing, not desperate for friendships, not desperate to get in a relationship with ungrateful people. You are society's biggest nightmare, and you will be most hated. Trust me, by everyone. Woman, I don't want the nonchalant guy. Acting like they don't want the nonchalant guy. I want the guy that's all over me, the guy that's simping. I want the simp. I want the trick. You know what happens when they get that guy? The guy that puts in more work than he gets back. The guy that she doesn't reciprocate the energy to. Now, it's one thing if they're reciprocating the energy, but that rarely happens. You can already tell the man's value when he's not laid back, when he's not nonchalant, when he's not showing his self-respect. But you gotta remember, bro. All my guys out there gotta remember. The nonchalant, laid back, quiet. If you're naturally monotone like me, that's even better. People will say that's boring. Might think it's boring. They might tell you it's boring, but that's not how they act. But that's not the way they respond to it. And I could tell you that from experience. You could even be in the workplace with your coworkers. The guy who's appears to be the introvert, appears to not be in everybody's business. So focused on what other people are doing. I'm not saying you can't socialize and have friends in the workplace, which I don't recommend, obviously, because I don't think your coworkers are your friends. But if you want to go ahead and do that, you could do that. You know, it depends on how certain people act. I'm telling you from experience, I'm always going into something with a positive mindset, but I'm always going into something with awareness. I'm not going into something like a fool. I'm not going to go and try to jump and make friends knowing that people will start trying to dig into your life, your personal life, see what you're doing, and then find out certain things and start acting like fucking weirdos. And you know it's bound to happen. You need to lock in, especially as the nonchalant, laid back guy. And I talked about stoicism in another video on the right times to be stoic. People think that you're always supposed to be stoic 1000% of the time. Even me as a monotone guy, I'm going to tell you that's not true. You have to be stoic at the right times. Sometimes you can convey something with passion where it appears to come off as emotion. But you have to realize when is the right time to do that. And most people don't realize that. But yeah, man, they act like they don't like the nonchalant guy. They don't want the quiet guy. And you guys know it's cap. But hey, we're not intimidated by money because we know the real deal. We know what's actually going on. We know what's up. That shit doesn't faze us. We know why everything is the case in the first place. And no, we don't have all the answers, but we have most of them. And we have more than most people do. And they don't like that. They immediately get mad when you don't suck up to them and their feminist ideologies. No, it's not going to work. When you don't want a relationship, they start trying to play games with you even more. Test you. Why you don't take me here? Are we even a thing anymore? Are we even actually a thing? But you won't do, another guy will. What are we? Nah, I'm not sucking up to your bullshit. Us men, we're not doing that. We're not falling for your shit. We're not gonna get emotional and fall emotionally for your shit just to get fucked over in the end. Because that's what happens. And yes, as a man, you do have to have a bit of emotion dealing with these women. Because that's what gets them off. Emotion. When you're that laid back, stoic, nonchalant guy, especially that single guy, and you don't fall for their shit, and you let them know what's up, and you make them aware that you know the fuckery that they're involved with, that you're not dumb, that you know what goes on in their life, even if you can't see it, they don't like that. They like it low key. They act like they don't like it. Society's biggest nightmare. Most hated because I don't want to marry you, or I don't want to even get in a relationship with you in the first place. A serious relationship. I don't want to take you on dates. I barely go on dates, man. If I'm going on a date, I don't remember the last time I went on a date, especially an expensive date. Now, if it's like a little casual walk or it's a casual we hanging out, that's different. Or doing something I like to do, something I think is fun, that's different. But I'm not chasing. I'm not going out of my way to figure out your emotions and how you're feeling. This, that, and the third, no. And when they run into these nonchalant men, you know what they do? They act like you don't exist. But you know what else they do? They secretly watch. They act like you don't exist, but they secretly watch. Oh, he's too laid back for me. He's too nonchalant. I need my man to be all over me. Yeah, right. We know why you want that, man. We know. Just another way of you saying you want to do whatever you want control, and then you want to jump from dick to dick. After that relationship, you're going to be done with him, be single, and do whatever you want for a little bit of time, and then jump into another relationship. And it's a never-ending cycle. And then with the friends, man, I don't give a fuck if I don't have friends. I mean, I think I do. I feel like I do. But I don't care. I really don't. Maybe I'll be alone for the rest of my life. So be it. That's how laid back I am. That's how nonchalant I am. That's how, and this is natural. I never try to be anything I ever wasn't. I never try to be anything I never was. Never. Anybody who knows me knows how I am. And for the few times I got caught up in doing bullshit in my life, shit that wasn't benefiting me, or like just other stupid shit where I was just doing shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I mean, those are exceptions, man. You live and you learn, man. You go through hardships as a man. No man can say they've never been through these kind of things, because we all have. You're figuring yourself out, and then once you do, and you realize who you are, nothing can really stop you. But society hates your guts. Hates it. Hate that you know the system, that you're not going to get tricked. And once again, you're not thirsty to be in relationships. They can't stand it. And they're going to continue to not stand it, because I'm never going to stop, and I hope you guys aren't either. But if you enjoyed the video, hope you guys stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.